Hi everyone, and welcome back to Sound Healing, a Horse of a Different Color. Last episode we were involved in Sandra's emotional release, and we also had some homework for Misha, a reminder to keep up the work on those body parts, and also the emotional release work that she will be doing with the client and with you as students who are now equipped to do body part and emotional release work. So exciting, right? You've really come a long way, and you've got some tools now for your toolbox and things to use with clients. So I am thrilled that we're this far along in the course. So today we're going to be continuing with just a little bit more about what happened to Sandra after she had her emotional release last time. And there have been, I must tell everyone, a lot of shifts for me, and exciting ones, because I was in such a different place, which just proves how much this sound healing work does. It shifts you, and the first release session I was really a wreck. As some clients will be, and you will be when you do this work. And what we're looking for are those small little shifts, and sometimes they're big ones too, that take you in your own growth and personal development, take you to the next level. And that certainly happened for me this week. And so here's what happened. We had some more work on the renovation. I met with the Home Depot people. We moved along with that. We were a little disappointed at first because they didn't have very much information for us. So we really put our heads together, my daughters and I, and said, we want a punch list. You've got to give us some material here so that we can get our finances in order and move forward with this. So that was good. The rest of the week, Spirit came in once more, like Spirit always does, and challenges me, or challenges you, to really do your work. And for me, if you recall, that work was showing up for myself, not abandoning myself, to really be present for myself. And so we had several incidences, but I'll give you three, because it was like a roller coaster ride. Like every turn that we made was positive in some respects, and then whoa, we go around the corner and I'd almost get thrown off the track, and I'd had to continue, bring myself back, center myself, stay present, and so forth. So one of the first things that happened is that on Saturday, when we were supposed to come in to see the house, had an appointment set up for the competitor of Home Depot to come in and give us measurements and do basically the same thing that Home Depot did, so we could compare apples to apples. I got upstairs with the two representatives, and the door to my tenant's apartment was locked. Well, it was a test of just staying calm and collected at that point, because not only was the house a total disaster, there were clothes in all of the rooms on the floor, dirty dishes in the sink. When I first opened the door, there was a smell of garbage. It was the worst I'd ever seen my home. So this was very emotionally upsetting for me. However, because of some of the work that I was doing to keep myself centered, I was able to stay calm and professional through this. And I wanted to share with you, because you will find too, as you are experiencing these shifts and continual challenges, you will find Spirit will bring to you tools that help you with this next step in your growth. And for me, one of them was How to Build High Self-Esteem by Jack Canfield. This is just such an excellent tape series, and I'm sure it's a few years old, but the material is not outdated. It's wonderful, and it really helped me, again, stay centered, stay present to myself, and do that positive affirmation work that's so critical when you're working through and struggling with an emotional problem. that was one resource. Another one was extremely helpful. This was Your Energetic Boundaries by Cindy Dale. This was, I can't tell you how wonderful this was. It really helped me understand where that past history was infringing upon my current life. It took me back into the old story and showed me that I needed to clear that up, which I did in terms of no longer disappearing on myself and showing up for myself. So that was a huge, huge, huge breakthrough for me. And it came in part through this work of Cindy's. So thank you, Cindy. Great job. Want to share that with all my students in the future. And just last night, I was working with power breathing, Master Stephen Coe. And this took me to yet another level. It had to do more with really having compassion not only for myself, but for other people, for my tenants, for the struggles that they go through, for whatever is happening in their current lives that make them behave the way they do, and in their past lives and so forth. Everyone has a story, and then sometimes in all of the emotional trauma that comes up, I forget to consider that in the other person and what's happening to them. So that really helped me, again, with compassion and to stay centered and calm throughout this.